Hey, welcome back. Today we're doing some more fundamentals. As always, I've kind of gotten obsessed with doing these lately compared to the other videos that I used to do. Still have one in the making, but we're going to continue with the fundamentals because I just want to get better at this, and I hope you guys are following along and also improving along the journey. Today we're looking at arms. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I wanted to do perspective today. I really felt like doing perspective. I think that's a good fundamental to focus on as well. But I did promise you guys the arms recently, so we'll do that today. Now, I found some really, really good references for this, so make sure you scroll down in the description. I'll have a link to them there. Uh, you can find a lot of good references on arms. Some things are harder to find, but arms tend to be very, very, very easy to find. I think that's yeah, let's just get straight to it. I mean, it's a Saturday today. I hope you're getting some drawing done as well. And yeah, we've got some normal cartridge paper for today. Nothing fancy. So yeah, let's get straight into it. Right. So, as I mentioned, today we've got some normal cartridge paper. I just spent the last like what 5 minutes trying to sort out this recording set here. I really need to work on this. I need to find a better way to do this. But today, I've got this for you. We're using something a little bit different. Got this massive lead holder with 4B lead. This is going to be mega soft. So maybe I'll try and be a little bit more messy than I usually am. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I've got a really nice reference to the left of me. You'll see it on the screen as we go. But yeah, I don't know why I'm a bit stressed getting into this one. Might be the recording setup. I'll play with it. I might sort of jump around with the way this looks, but I'm not sitting very comfortably right now. But let's get started with the timer. I'm just gonna set it over here because a bit far away or too close, I guess. Let's do 10-minute intervals. I'll do a 10-minute timer real quick. So yeah, let's start with this. This is so soft, it's crazy. I am going to be drawing, first starting off with a very typical sort of position for your arm. God, this is nice to use though. If you're wondering how I managed to get this like so sharp, it's because I have this tabletop pencil sharpener, which I was pretty much gifted. I got a voucher and I picked one of these up because I remember back in, I think it was primary school, we always had one of these on the teacher's desk, and you know, it was an excuse to get up and get to her desk to sharpen our pencil because there was such a cool mechanical pencil sharpener that I know it makes me sound like a lame nerd or something, but it was it seemed to be a lot of fun to sharpen your pencil using one of those instead of like a traditional sharpener that you would usually use. But hey, I've got one now, so I guess I've made it. I guess I've made it. That's a good way to celebrate your life, I guess. This is quite nice to draw with though. I don't usually use 4B lead because it's way too soft for my liking. But I think the reason I have this is because I accidentally purchased the wrong lead. But nevertheless, let's get to the arm. As you can see, we are building it using fairly simple shapes. And I realize now we're not going to fit this in, so I'm going to have to move this around a little bit. But that's all right. We'll get this sorted out. I've been trying to come up with some sort of a building plan for like a rig to build here, but it's going to require a little bit of work. I could just look for some sort of a tripod to build like an overhead rig so I could record these videos with ease. Because I don't know about you guys, I'm a big fan of doing this traditionally. Just like I mentioned before, I like for this to be as involving for you guys as possible. And so you guys aren't discouraged and see this and be like, oh, he's doing it digitally. That means I must do it digitally. No, no, no. That's it's not the point of this. I wanted to make it as accessible for everyone as possible. Oh, this does go really dark. Look at that. That's very versatile, this sort of LED. Look at that. See that little triangle we just made there? That's pretty nuts. Now with muscles get pretty complex very, very easily. And that's what I think that's what I'm most afraid of with this, practicing this, is that I'm gonna get these wrong. But if we do, we correct course. There's nothing here holding us back from changing this up later on. Let's see. We've got like the forearm here. I should pretty much block this in just so we kind of know where we're going. It is very easy to make a dark line with this pencil. Make this go around like that. I do like the reference I'm using here. It's got a very nice, well, fairly natural position for the arm. Almost resting. There we go. Recently, I feel like I've been slacking a little bit with these, with my goals that I want to be achieving. Although I have greatly achieved the goal of uploading a certain amount of videos, this is just some real life talk here that we're going to get into as we're drawing this arm. I've been setting myself some personal goals that I want to achieve lately, and uploading videos has been one of them. I very much want to increase the amount of videos I upload. My goal was to reach 20 by the end of the year, to upload 20 videos. I'm currently at 10 videos uploaded, because I've just found this to be really just a great passion. I didn't realize I'd really get into something like this, like a series where I practice drawing with you guys. I didn't think it would be that fun to do, but I really got into it since starting it. It's just, I think it's nice for everyone, really. That's why I've been doing it. That being said, I do want to make some of those previous videos that I was making. It's just that I always get caught up with this instead. But man, look at those arm muscles down here. This is where it starts getting a little bit more complicated. Again, the hands just suck, don't they? For an artist, that is. Hands are not an easy thing to draw. Definitely not an easy thing to learn off by heart either. So, you know, take your time with it. Yes. We will take our time here as well. Definitely making the outlines darker. But if you remember our last lesson, let's say the light's coming in from here. So what we're going to naturally do is make these lines a little bit thicker. Just like in the last one, you know. If I am doing this more often and keeping this in mind as I draw, it'll become second nature pretty much as we go on and as we get better. We'll always remember to do this. So think of it now as doing the practice and solidifying the knowledge, and then the more you do it, the less you'll have to think about it because you'll just do it naturally. I'm gonna draw the hand here. It's got a cool position to draw. I'm not going to focus on the detail of the hand too much at the moment. I guess we never do. Kind of running away from my responsibilities as an artist here by not wanting to draw the hand, but you know what, we will do it. I will challenge myself today, and I'll get a little win out of this. You know, I didn't want to do this, but I did it. How are we looking? We're looking pretty good at the moment. I'll do some more shadow outlines here, just so it's a bit clearer. Now, when we're learning these muscles from the arm, it is important to know because it is great, but not everyone has arms like this. Like this is a very, very, very muscular arm, a very lean arm. There's like no fat on this. So, it always depends on what you are actually drawing. But if you are drawing a superhero or anything like that, you're gonna want to make their arms look pretty beefy. Always depends on your character. So having this knowledge is gonna be fantastic for you. All right, I'm getting a little bit carried away with the shadows here. Let's see how we're looking. Good so far. It's funny because the arm just looks like a marbling or something. It's just so much going on here. All right, let's do the dreaded hand. I do realize we're gonna have to do an episode on hands eventually. And we'll obviously do the skeleton as well. I did want to move past the skeleton now because I feel like we can get a lot more practical work in if we focus on just doing the whole muscle structure and all that, but we will have to revisit it. It's okay to take a little detour from time to time, but we can't always run away from everything. Eventually, things get caught up, things catch up to us, and we have to deal with them. And this will be one of those things. We'll have to deal with making more arms, more hands, more skeletons. I think I'm messing this up a little bit. It does look a little bit unnatural. I'm gonna roughly put these in first, just so I know what I'm doing here. There, and then the pinky over here. All right, yeah, that's gonna guide me a lot better. Okay. Getting back to the goals that I was talking about. Oh, that's 10 minutes up already. God damn. All right, let's do another 10-minute interval here. I don't want to keep this, do this for too long, obviously, because one of the rules I set to myself is not to make these videos too long, so they're a little bit more digestible for you guys. But occasionally we will get a topic which is just a little bit longer, more time consuming. So we'll then decide if we go over or if we split it up into 2 videos or something like that. Which I would usually prefer not to split up into 2 videos. I think maybe just focusing on it would be a better idea. All right, hands looking okay. And in general, this looks very good. See if I can zoom out a little bit so you guys can see it. There we go. That looks pretty good. It would be great if I could keep this camera here, but no, we can't do that. All right, I think we've got a bit of a better angle here. Let's get back to it straight away. Just show you guys, for those of you wondering, these are the LEDs I'm using. They're made by the same people as made the pencil or the LED holder, Koh-i-Noor. This is massive. These are, I think they're called, was it 6? No. God, forgive me, I can't remember. I'll put a link to this in the description because I cannot fully remember. But yeah, these are great LEDs. And this is a fun pencil to use. It's very good for being loose and stuff. And it's thick, so it's got a nice grip to it. Right, another reference. I say we get another reference done, make this video a little bit longer. But let's go for the 10-minute timer again. Got it here. Start at 10 minutes, and we've got a more complicated reference here. And yeah, let's just get started. I'm gonna go a little bit more loose here. Let's see how that goes. We'll explore it a little bit more. I'm gonna block in the shapes as usual. I've opened the window a little bit. It's getting warm in here. Hopefully you won't be able to hear too many sounds outside. It did just start raining, which is obviously great. But a little bit of rain is always good. At least the trees get something to drink. We do have winter coming along slowly. Well, it's obviously just fall's just started, but that's all right. The worst part about winter is the shorter days. That always sucks, in my opinion. And we don't get as much natural light for these videos, but we'll make do with it. As time goes on, I'm sure we'll upgrade and we'll get some better stuff, but at the moment, we'll just deal with it. I think the content has been alright. I'm obviously looking for great ways to improve this, but just to say, I do know a little bit about making videos and how to make them look high quality and all that. But in my opinion, this is just way more practical, and I like the rawness of it. This is all intentional, really. I wanted it to be just as close as to you sitting next to me and drawing with me as I could, to be honest. So the focus on getting the best lighting or the best camera here, it's not really it. In terms of audio, I have different microphones that I could be using. However, they would require me to have cables set up and everything. Whereas I have this little cheap Bluetooth Ulanzi mic that I found on the internet that's doing all right. You know, it's not reliable. I'm not gonna lie. It's cut out on me multiple times. But as time goes on, we can look into getting something a little bit better. So yeah, anyway, it's all gear stuff. Gear is always getting upgraded, and well, no, technology is always getting upgraded, and there's always something new on the market that you might want to get, but I don't know. I'm trying to become more just focused on creating the art and then do other stuff afterwards. All right, the shoulders a little bit big on here. I think I'm doing this right. It's a little bit more of a complicated structure here, and yeah, this camera setup isn't perfect again. If anything, like I was just talking about the gear, that would probably be the first thing I would look at improving. There is an option that I get like a microphone arm, but I just know this whole desk is going to be running like that as soon as I get any energy into these sketches. As soon as I put any like major energy into my hand movement, that's what I meant. I know this is just going to be flying, so I don't know. I have to figure something out. It's getting a little bit complicated. Even I can't fully understand what I'm doing here. I know this is obviously the bicep here. There's like a connecting muscle to the arm. The way we're looking at this is the guy's head is like over here, and this is like almost a top-down view of the arm. But you guys will see the reference in the video. I may be screwing this up, but it's all part of the learning process. We will screw up multiple times. See the arm again. Oh, the hand, I mean. If you guys do have any sort of suggestions to what you would like to see with these videos, let me know in terms of maybe some simple quality upgrades that I'm missing out. I do try and do some deep thought, put some deep thought into this to see how I can improve it. At the moment, I'm not coming up with anything. That's not me saying that this is by any means perfect. I know there's a lot that can be improved with the way I record these. But if there's anything that, I may be accidentally forgetting, like a basic thing that I should be doing, do let me know in the comments below if you guys know. because that's just going to help me improve the content and just make it a little bit more, just a little bit easier to watch. Last thing I want to do is make this hard to watch and hard to understand. Look at that. Hand's looking alright. Usually it looks a lot worse than this. Alright. Maybe I'm not giving myself enough credit for this. Yes, okay, no. I thought I did kind of screw it up. Never mind. That's alright. I'll just make sure to correct it. And again, where do we have the light coming in here? I guess it's sort of coming in from here, so these lines should be thin, these lines should be thick. I haven't gotten to the shoulders yet. There's a lot going on with the shoulders. How are you guys getting along with this? Are you enjoying this little series? Are you following along? I got some really great comments from you guys recently that I'm very appreciative of. Thank you for taking a moment to comment and letting me know that this has actually been useful to you. You know, there's something like this, reading comments like that really makes my day. It shows me that I'm not just doing this for myself, but others are also enjoying it. And man, I don't know what I'm doing here. I think I'm kind of screwing this up. No, it just lets me know that, you know, someone's out there benefiting from this, and that really, really makes my day. I'm extremely happy that you guys can actually enjoy this and learn something from it. I think I'm gonna need my eraser, which I don't have on hand. No, look at that. It's poor preparation by my hand. I do apologize. I do have a needable one here. Yeah, you know, sometimes you've got to take a step back. Let's see. Let's keep looking at the reference here. I think I'm not doing that enough. Also, I think I'm blocking the drawing a little bit too much there. See if I can go from bottom. No, I can't really do that. Not natural. We've got that line. So this over here pretty much connects to here. And then from that we have like another muscle here. We can go in here with another muscle. And we've got like a big one forming over here. Yeah, look at that. This is a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. I'm going to edit this tonight, and hopefully we'll be uploading it tomorrow morning. So be ready for Sunday. And tomorrow, plan is to record another one of these. I do not know what's going on here. This is a lot harder than I would have imagined it to be. I'm gonna take a little step back, keep it a little bit simpler. We'll do a couple of these lines just to sort of indicate it. You know, this is what I was talking about before with my pieces is, you know, you should be accurate, should be fairly accurate. But sometimes you just got to choose what you want to include in your drawing. Sometimes putting in every detail is not the way you want to go. This muscle wraps around here, got a couple of strands. Many strings and strands and stuff. 10 minutes passed again. Man, the time does fly very quickly. Especially today. Today's just gone past. It's been a very busy day. You know, we got back home not too long ago. Had to do some shopping. As fall comes around, there's more clothes to buy. Need to refresh the wardrobe a tiny bit because I'll be wearing the same stuff all the time. I mean, I guess you can, but at the moment I'm in a bit of a phase of trying to find some new clothes. All right, that to me looks pretty damn good. It's a very squiggly mess almost, but you know what? It looks all right. I think we'll call the arms here, and I'm gonna call this a part 1 video because I think we can continue this, and we can continue this a lot more, because this is not where it ends. There's a lot of practice to do with this. I think it would be very beneficial if we looked at some different like muscle variations of arms, like a thinner person's arm, then like a slightly thicker person's arms, you know, just going everywhere with it. So let's wrap this up a little bit. Right, to conclude this, I think I'm most proud of the first one, and I think for the next video we will definitely go back to this, or either the next or the one afterwards, but I'd rather keep it in the same sort of area for you guys so it's simpler to follow. So in the next one we'll look at some more arms, continue that. You know, if we have to make this a 5-part series, we're going to make this a 5-part series. It's not about speed here, it's about getting the knowledge that we need to create the best art we can. Well, that's my goal on here. I hope that you're sort of following along and getting there with your artwork as well, because it's what we want to do at the end of the day, right? We just want to create really nice art, and we need those foundations to build that. As you can see, the thumb is healing up pretty nicely. Got it off bandages or whatever now, officially, just so it, you know, gets a little bit more air, breathes a little. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe if you want to follow along further. The references and the pencil that I was using are in the description below. Make sure you check it out. If anything, it might be an affiliate link, so just to let you know, this isn't something that's going to cost you more. If you do decide to purchase this pencil, I'll get a little bit of kickback from Amazon, basically. So yeah, if you did enjoy, please leave a like, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Good luck with your art. Get drawing and destroy it, all right? Just freaking get at it. All right, I'll see you.